I like my women the way I like my skis, rented. When I was a kid, my dad used to always hit me with a camera. I still have flashbacks.
Do homeless people really get knock-knock jokes?
Growing up, I was under the impression that I was adopted. A lot of kids have that insecurity and feel for whatever reason that they were adopted. And I was one of those children. I was about 9 years old. Finally asked my parents. I said, Mom, Dad, I don't know why, but I think I'm adopted. Am I? They both chuckled. And my dad said to me, Ha ching chawa haya. I have a girlfriend. I've been going out with my girlfriend for sex. I farted in a full lift today, which was wrong on so many levels.
Parents have differing views when it comes to dogs. When I was a kid, my parents said we could get a puppy. If we hated it, we could just abandon it. My foster parents, however, should midgets be paid under the table? In my family, I'm the youngest of 3. My parents are both older.
So many people are jumping on the Barack Obama bandwagon, which, as an African American, really offends me. My dad has a weird hobby. He collects empty bottles, which sounds so much better than alcoholic, doesn't it? I was involved in a one-night stand that went horribly wrong. We've been married 3 years now. My girlfriend says I'm afraid of commitment. Well, she's not my girlfriend. She's more a wife.
Went for aromatherapy today. Aromatherapist walked into the room, farted, and said, that'll be $50.
People can be so ignorant towards other nationalities. I'm thin, I don't play the banjo, I don't have sex with my cousin, and still people assume I'm American. My wife has an ass like J-Lo. No, Jell-O. Okay.
But what if dolphins don't want to swim with retarded people? I don't think I got the job at Microsoft. They haven't responded to my telegram.
Standing in the park today wondering, why does a frisbee appear larger the closer it gets? And then it hit me. No, I was horrible in school. I failed math so many times I can't even count. I was good at history. No.
Anybody who accuses me of stealing another comedian's jokes can kiss my black ass, okay? Tried phone sex recently, got my phone bill just the other day. They're $852. Man, don't call stuttering sluts.
Receiving oral sex from an ugly person is like rock climbing. You should never look down. My wife and I have decided we don't want children. If anybody does, we can drop them off tomorrow. I'm not ashamed of my wife. If you don't believe me, go to the car and ask her.
I don't know what went wrong with me and my last girlfriend, or Tubby as I called her.
Now we have a beautiful little girl who we named after my mom. In fact, passive-aggressive psycho turns 5 tomorrow. Now, I'm Canadian, although I truly do feel British because both my parents are alcoholics.
I hope you're doing okay. Money-wise, I'm set for life, provided I die next Tuesday. My girlfriend thinks I'm incapable of being faithful. My wife, on the other hand, as a sister, I wouldn't mind.
I preferred French over chemistry because the chemistry teacher and I just didn't have any, I like what mechanics wear, overall.
Oh, so much nudity on TV, I just sit there shaking my fist.
No, I am lazy. I'm so lazy, I didn't write a punch. I was raised by my father. My mother left before I was born, and
Oh, they're building an IKEA in my neighborhood. Every time I drive by, I feel sorry for the construction workers. I have never asked a rhetorical question. How cool is that? I read that 10 out of 2 people are dyslexic. My father was a man of few words. I remember he used to say to me, son, get your trunks, we're going to the library.
My sexual fantasy is to make love to Sigmund Freud's mother. Got a lot of couples here tonight. I love blind dates because you can stare at their tits. Like most Canadians, I like to go clubbing, but if there's no seals around. I went to university on a swimming scholarship. In university, I was going to join the debating team, but someone talked me out of it. When I was a kid, my fairy godmother asked me if I wanted a long penis or a long memory. I forget my response. I think women who think size doesn't matter are shallow. I quit my job at the helium gas factory. I refuse to be spoken to in that tone. You are looking at a very proud Canadian who's very proud of the education system in Canada. I think it's the goodest of all 17 countries. My grandma, who's addicted to tea, hates the way I say things. She doesn't enjoy my visit. Is my wife dissatisfied with my body? A tiny part of me says yes. And it's often thought that a man's sexual fantasy is to be involved in a threesome, and I thought it was mine until recently I was involved in a threesome. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I did enjoy it. Halfway through, I stopped and said, listen, Rick, Jim,